G'day fellow creatures of the internet, this is Mouse Mossy and subscribe to going here on YouTube, Bruzo Dragonius. This video is going to be a very serious video, as this doesn't really concern me, or only does, but however, it does concern a whole lot of us. Because last Monday, FurDU have the CEO of FurDU, Foxy, or whoever, had made a post on Facebook on the Furry Down Under Facebook page, and it goes some little, and this is what she wrote. This is from Foxy and the FurDU board. Unfortunately, due to new laws banning gatherings over 500 people and our concern for attendees' health, FurDU will be postponed until 2021. So in other words, what did they mean by the health is due to the coronavirus issue, that the coronavirus pandemic, they have decided that it would be best if they cancel FurDU. Believe it or not, 2 months of all things cancelled FurDU because of the coronavirus. And just let me continue on this. While we could drop numbers or argue we aren't a static event, I believe we have a duty of care to help flatten the curve. Our new dates will be Friday the 7th to Sunday 9th of May 2021. So it's just around the same month, but they changed the dates to later May, or perhaps around early May, I should add. We are offering refunds, of course, but we will also allow those who already have red jobs to keep them for next year's con, which of course that I elected to do. Just mind you that I reckon it'll be the best thing. If you have registered for FurDU, it would be best if you do the same thing, as in to keep it next year like what I have. So at least it's not a FurDU, and I don't have to pay for registration because it's just going towards next year. This will give you a guaranteed spot, which, like I said, current dealers will also keep their tables in the den if they take up this option. So I know it doesn't really matter to me, but it just means that if you are a dealer and if you have got a table reserved or something like that, you can just save it up, the dealer registration for next year. For those who want a refund, so in other words that they are offering a refund for those that want it, please keep in mind that we'll have a few to process, and also refunds can take up to 10 business days to go back on the card used. So please be patient. The hotel has informed us, which if you do want to register, there may be some people backing out or whatever, but for those that haven't registered for FurDU for this year or wanting to go next year, I'd really hope that you would have someone to demand a refund, but I'm not expecting a refund for my registration, as that I'm planning to save that till next year. The hotel has informed us they will honour any bookings at the con that have been made, so you are still welcome to have a holiday at Surface Paradise, which in a way I don't think that would be a good idea, because unless you leave there, I wouldn't want to visit Surface Paradise because everything is going to be shut or closed because of this terrible pandemic that we are experiencing around the world. And it says, so you're still welcome to have a holiday in Surface Paradise. You need to remember to cancel any hotel bookings if you don't go, otherwise a no-show fee will apply, which I'm probably getting around to as well, because I really don't want to, spend money on something that I'm not going to use. They have like an email address to say, well, do you want to have refunds, or if you want to save it, which so I'm just going to skip that paragraph. For those who have booked flights, it's worth checking to see if they are deferred to next year as well, which there's a thing. Because Jetstar, which is the airline is the only airline that takes me from here in Newcastle all the way up to the Gold Coast. You know, from Newcastle Airport. That's the only airline that does those trips and that. I had an email from Jetstar saying that they are offering a flight voucher for those to want to like use it until next year, but I just took a lot of advantage. And what they're saying is that if you are going to FurDU or whatever, I'm not quite sure with other airlines would do the same thing. So I'm only saying this to Jetstar, about Jetstar, but say if you travel to here from like using Qantas or Target Air or any other airline, then I suggest that you check up with them, whether that they give you an email, or check your travel agent if you have booked through it. Because they say the theme for 2021 next year will stay as mad science, and they just said some really positive message of saying, stay well and we hope to see you in May 2021. Foxy and the FurDU board. Now, about that message, what they say that they cancelled FurDU this year because of the coronavirus pandemic that we're now experiencing as of this date or past this date. And just mind you that I wanted to, for the record, that this video is recorded at the 19th of March 2020. And just mind you that the government have banned gatherings of up to 500 people out just for outdoor events. But here's the addition to it. And I'm just going to mention the date of this video has recording, which is 19th of March 2020, because it could be the same, it could just change. We're currently at level 4 travel restrictions at the moment. That's just been upgraded. And now the government has banned indoor gatherings, like non-essential ones that are up to 100 plus people indoors. Even if FurDU itself has like about 500 people or probably 600 people in attendance max, or probably it could go up to 1,000. To be honest with you, there's a lot of factors to it, because in FurDU or in any other furry convention, you don't have only the con attendees, but even people that are staying at the hotel that has nothing to do with or are not aware of FurDU or whatever. They're just there for a vacation. And the thing about it is that furry conventions are mostly indoors. So this isn't FurDU's decision to make, but this is the whole entire government's decision because of the coronavirus. And I really do agree with that, because of the fact being is that they're just looking out for our own health and all that kind of stuff. Personally, I don't want the coronavirus, even though that they say that around my age, and I'm pretty much healthy, that the coronavirus doesn't really affect those people of my situation. But however, it does affect those that are toddlers and those that are up to the elderly, and also those that also have a physical disability as well. Even if FurDU wasn't cancelled, the government also passed a law saying that to all those that have arrived into Australia are required, by law I should add, that they commit to a self-isolation period of 14 days minimum. So I can really think of those who are planning to go to FurDU from overseas, including the guest of honour, who I'm glad that is the guest of honour for next year as well of FurDU, which is Adelaide the Regal, that those people travelled overseas, they would be there oblivious to the fact that they are required to stay in self-isolation in their hotel rooms or book into a hotel just to stay in self-isolation for 14 days. Which is, if you do the basic math, it will be 2 weeks or a fortnight. So in a way, for those that are travelling to FurDU, travelling here to Australia from overseas to FurDU, I would say that a blessing in disguise just for them, because I personally don't want to be overseas and being ordered by the local government that I should be in self-isolation or perhaps in quarantine because of the coronavirus for 14 days, even though that I just got here and knowing that I haven't even booked a flight, that I booked a flight to go from this date to the other date where I'm supposed to leave. Because if you think about it, if you do arrive, you would be in self-isolation for all your time when you're here in Australia. And for that, I can really empathise with that and perhaps sympathise with those that have to go through it. So, in a way, I did sort of put it on Facebook about it, saying that they should be they should plan to arrive to Australia 14 days before FurDU, exactly. So, but even though that it's just a bit late now, because COVID-19, which is the proper name of this current pandemic, has been announced for that, like, this year. And there are some people that are coming here from overseas to, like, that are just planning to go into some certain day, and they haven't planned to stay in Australia for even a week before FurDU. So I'm just going to have to put the two and two together. But even though that it is very controversial. I know that what I'm just saying about with this thing, but I really don't wish for this to happen. But like I said, it is beyond what the government. This is what the government has said about with these laws, and this doesn't go for FurDU either. But there's so many other conventions that have been cancelled due to this coronavirus pandemic all over the world. This happened all over the world. This is currently happening all over the world. Like for Furry Equinox, for one, it's been cancelled because of the coronavirus. FWA, again, cancelled because of the coronavirus. Biggest Little FurCon, again, being cancelled because of the coronavirus. And there's hundreds of other furry conventions, and might I add, other cosplay conventions, like Central Coast Comic Con, Supernova, and Oz Comic Con are yet, or if not, had been cancelled to next year because of it. And as we speak, the Australian government, I'm not joking about this, I am damn serious, had imposed a travel ban to travel from here overseas as well. So I can really imagine that even if there are other conventions that are on, other furry conventions, and might I add that even if I did register for them, I can't go to them overseas, because the fact being is that the government has inflicted a travel ban, even living here in Australia or even entering Australia. All of Italy have been locked down. You can't go in of Italy and you can't get out because of quarantine reasons. And every single citizen over there in Italy is now under self-isolation. The government and the Prime Minister of Italy had announced a bill that no one can enter nor leave Italy. People had died because of this virus. But even back to Australia, with FurDU, or what I'm saying. Am I disappointed about it? That FurDU had been postponed till next year? I'm damn sure I am. But do I blame even the government? Do I blame the people themselves to make the right decision of cancelling FurDU because of this coronavirus pandemic? No, I can't. As far as I'm concerned, they have made the right decision. Even though that I am disappointed, I am so heartbroken that I can't go to FurDU, and FurDU had been cancelled. Don't get me wrong, I am heartbreaking as every other attendee that's going. But I can't be angry at the government for it. I can't be angry at the board of directors of FurDU for it. Because they are doing the right thing. Because what would you rather? Go into a convention and have fun in, meeting up other furries and all that kind of stuff, or just fursuiting, and coming home with minimum concrete? Or would you go to a convention just to be sick? Like, really ill? Because the fact being is that even if they didn't cancel FurDU until next year, I can see FurDU ending a lot more worse than MFF 2010. Remember that news when people were evacuated from the Hyatt in Chicago because of some chlorine leak? I could see that being worse. So I can't be angry at the government for that. I can't be angry at the FurDU board of directors on that. Because all they're doing is to express their concern for each and every single one of us, of our attendees. Every single one of us. Because that virus can spread. One time, and this has been happening since late last year. And I really do apologise about my point of view about it, because I am really disappointed that FurDU had been postponed, but like I said, at least it's for the right reason. And even though that I personally like each and every one of you that are going to FurDU and in any con that are affected, I'm just really, really upset, as I can't go, neither does anyone else. And like you, I am so angry at it. But I'm not angry at the people that made the right decision. But I am angry at the gods that brought this damn virus here into Australia and around the world. To be honest with you, it would be very selfish of me to say that the cancellation of fur convention, even especially FurDU, is the worst. This virus, like the worst thing about this virus, because that is trivial compared to about millions of deaths that this virus, millions of deaths. People die from it every single day. And that is the worst thing about COVID-19. Thinking that the trivial things of not going to a convention is the reason why that is the worst of it. Well, this is how angry I am at this virus, that I just want it to go away. And And I know for sure that I haven't got it yet. Even though that as an Argonian, I'm immune to all deadly, even the most deadliest disease. But I just can't help but think with other people, that's dying from it. And all these deaths and illnesses is the worst of it. So even though that I am making the video announcing the cancellation of FurDU till next year, what my Prime Minister is doing to all this kind of stuff, and just with all the event gatherings that are banned and all that kind of stuff, I probably agree with that. Because I want this virus contained. Not just for me, but all hundreds of other people around the world. But is this the end of the world for me? Maybe. That, I don't know. I'm just gonna blabber on about it, but hopefully it would. Even though that I can see things are becoming more worse, and it will get better, but I'm just hoping that there's going to be light at the end of the tunnel to next year. Not just for myself, but for each and every one of you that are watching this. To each and every one of you that are affected by the coronavirus. And before I do this sort of, the usual sign-offs and that, I want you to know that to each and every one of you that are really affected, to please get better. Please get better soon, because I'm really concerned for each and every one of you that are suffering this terrible. And if you have people that had died already, I'm very sorry. To those people that have died, to all the loved ones to those that have died, I erect a spot of condolences to each and every one of you. Hopefully, we can completely destroy that disease once and for all, and everyone be cured from it. We can't kill the coronavirus because it's not a living organism, but we can destroy it, hopefully, or hopefully we can cure from it. I'm pretty sure that there's a vaccine that's out there, but I'm just hoping things will get better soon. So anyway, just comment down below. What do you think of this? What is your thoughts about the coronavirus? Do you have your loved ones that is dying from it or being sick from it? Maybe are you sick from it yourself? Has the coronavirus affected you like it does affect me in any other way? Like, say, does it even cancel your plans to go to a major event like a concert or a furry convention? Maybe that you're so angry that they end up having to cancel FurDU because of the coronavirus, like me. Do you have any convention plans or anywhere that you're going to where you can't go? And I'm pretty damn sure that it doesn't have to be conventions, but it could be numerous sporting events and that. Because I'm sure that over in England, they cancelled the EPL till about next month. All sporting events are either cancelled or played in empty venues here in Australia for 6 months. And that is the entire rugby league season. I noticed that some certain theme parks have closed down because of this pandemic. So I want to know, how does this coronavirus pandemic affect you? Because I'm sure that it does affect you. It affects every single person. It affects all of us. Also, if you do like this video, make sure that you know the usual thumbs up. Please subscribe to this channel, and make sure you do so by pressing the subscribe button. The usual. If you want to be the first person to know, make sure that you press the bell icon down below in the description. Down in the description below. You on your mobile phone, make sure you turn your notifications on. The usual social media platforms, including all that, is on the description below. Please consider buying a t-shirt from my store. The links to artwork tee, to my artwork tee, is down below, as well as coffee if you want to donate to this channel. If you want to play with me on PSN, or if you want to look out for me on PSN, my gamer tag is Bruzo 21. Or perhaps scores online. Same thing. And I'm just going to sign off by saying, I love you all. You're all awesome. To my new subscribers, thank you so much. To all those that are watching this, thank you heaps for that. I appreciate each and every one of you. I love you all. You're all amazing. I hope those that suffer the coronavirus, I hope each and every one of you get well soon. Each and every one of you will be in my thoughts. Even though that I really am not one of those religious people and that, but I'm thinking for all of you, so I hope you cope well and survive this virus. I hope that they would get rid of it for good. So yeah, about that, and until next time, until next video, which hopefully won't be as serious, I'm just going to sign off by saying, may his guide to all. Bye for now.